Namaste. Join me in a comfortable seated position. Your hands open to the sky, thumbs and first fingers meeting in Jana Mudra. And begin to breathe with awareness. Breathe with love. Breathe with self-compassion. The most fundamental teaching of yoga is that you are, we all are, Atman, spark of the divine. Manifesting a fuller, freer breath begins to wash away layers of tension in the mind, in the body, and in the heart. Our beautiful water surrounding us in this practice. Invoking its energies of clearing, cleansing, clearing the path for us to remember our wholeness. I'm going to move into a chanting meditation in our centering here. Extend the arms a bit and open the hands. Begin to connect thumbs and first fingers again with the mantra Sa. Middle fingers Ta. Na. Ma. So we'll go from the first fingers in to the pinkies with this mantra. Sa, ta, na, ma, and continue. Sa, ta, na, ma. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Life, birth, life, death, rebirth. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Opening the hands, engaging the breath even more. Release the exhale, hands to heart center. Bowing our heads, setting our intentions. prayers of gratitude for the cycles, the circles of this precious life. Open the arms wide, open the eyes, breathe in, exhale, close the eyes, hug yourself. Big in breath, slowly opening again, look to the sky. Exhale, opposite arm crosses over, eyes closed, chin bows into the heart. Unwinding the arms, hands to the knees, to slowly change your position. Place your blanket off to the side if you're on one, ever so patiently. Come onto your back with the knees bent. Integration pose, lining the arms down the side of the body for a moment and stretching the legs out straight. Take a nice big reach overhead and just gently lengthen the body. This is going to be an even more gentle practice. We're not even going to stand up in this session. We're going to stay on the mat. Play with some movement. Maybe grab one wrist, the other hand, and circle the arms. Nice way to awaken the upper body and switching directions. If there's another movement you prefer here, follow that divine wisdom that flows through you, guiding you. You are your own guru. And bringing the knees back in bent, arms at the sides. You're going to work with the shoulders a little more, reaching the arms overhead, rainbow style. Exhaling, the arms back at the sides. So just that slow, steady arc with the breath. Feel the chest expand, feel the upper back open. And arms out to the side for a moment. Playing with a little bit of arching and rounding, not rounding of the back, but gentle arching and flattening it back out. So our movement's really going to come from the pelvis. When you flatten the back out and pull the tailbone up, don't lift the sacrum off the ground. Leave the low back on the earth. And feel the back melt into the ground. Beautiful. And arms back at the sides. And take a moment here with some breath, just feeling and hugging the right knee to the chest. For a moment, left leg staying bent. Apanasana, knee to chest pose. If it calls to you, straightening the left leg out. Engaging through both feet, that gentle flexing and deep softening. Let's release the right leg, pull the left in. Same idea, starting here. Keeping the tailbone dropping towards the earth. Feeling the shoulders melting back down into the ground as you extend that right leg, if that works for your body in this moment. Beautiful. And come back to the starting position here. Tuck the heels in under the knees, reaching overhead. And arms back down. Arch the spine and wiggle so you can start lifting into some very gentle flowing spinal movements again with the arms. And you can stay where we were before, just tilting the pelvis with the arms. Or adding in this slow flowing bridge pose. Really allow the belly to expand. It feels so good to be in less clothing here. In this video, the warmth of the sun, the coolness of the shade. And then hugging the right knee into the chest again. Extending the left leg. And we're going to play with a little rhythm here of movement. So, left leg extends, comes up and bends, and then the right leg lowers. Lift the right leg back up. Switch. And lower the left leg. Left leg rises. Switch the knee to chest and drop the right leg. So notice the pattern. Inhale the straight leg. Switch. Exhale the other side. Inhale, lift up. Switch. Exhale. Inhale, long leg lifts. Switch. Exhale, the other leg straight. Inhale, same leg up. Switch. Exhale, lower the other. Beautiful. A few more rounds. Or not. Go ahead and circle things out here. Massaging the very base of the spine, grounding into the earth energy. Giving our heart deep roots of unconditional love, guidance, and protection into Mother Earth. Beautiful. Take a moment to rest here. Some gentle windshield wipers. Arching the spine, feeling the shoulder blades come into each other. And coming up to hold in bridge pose. Now you can take it deeper with the hands together under the low spine. But again, I encourage you today to go even lower, even softer. Just stay here. Lowering slowly. Gently wiggling out, arms extend to the sides, palms to the sky, and gentle windshield wipers, side to side. Beautiful. Rolling onto one side and coming up very slowly through our seated position. Nice big sun breath up and super slow release of the breath. Come to the heart, completing our centering and warm-ups. maybe completing your practice, maybe joining us for some more. From seated, bring the hands behind you, unwind the legs, and take windshield wipers from here. Take your time. So a lot of practice today, extending the top leg if you like, a lot of practice today with really focused, gentle back bending to restore natural curve in the spine, to counter all our forward folding and slouching we do. Go ahead and extend the legs to Dandasana, staff pose. Wiggle onto the sit bones. And breathe in, sun breath up. Through heart center with the forearms coming together. Helps open the upper back. Backside of Anahata chakra, heart chakra. And some side bends. So I want you to go just 20-30% with your side bend. Don't lean way over. Plant the right hand on the earth with the left arm straight up and just lean, lifting the left rib cage, dropping the left side of the pelvis, and come to the other side. Get over, chin into the shoulder. Beautiful. And coming out here, reach forward with a flat back, lean back, and then shimmy forward. So a very mindful engagement of the core and forward fold, keeping that neutral spine. Energy down the legs, out the soles of the feet, up and out through the toes. As you come back, keep that gentle arch in the lumbar spine, natural arch. Let's go ahead and hang out in Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. Rounding the spine gently once you've opened the low back, rooted the sit bones, extended out through the soles of the feet. So hang out there how you like, anchoring the hands to the outer legs, ankles, feet, or big toes, or here, I just folded my arms for a bit, rested there. Keep working with the pose a bit. And slide on up and out. Bringing the knees to the chest. Extending the arms and hugging. Back to that intention of self-compassion. Because when we are compassionate with ourselves, that's how we embody compassion to others. And take your time to come onto the belly, propping up on the forearms, elbows right under the shoulders, hands flat and open like in table pose as best you can, pressing down through the wrists. Just a easy extension out through the legs, engaging the tops of the feet down into the earth. And then following that energy up the back to lift at heart center and pull the shoulders back. Lifting tall through the crown of your head, chin level with the earth, pulling the ears back. This is Sphinx pose. coming out, just pressing into the hands, taking the elbows wide, and creating a little pillow. Tucking your chin, third eye center to the back of your hands. Feel everything relax. Relax the energy in the legs and the feet, the glutes, and the belly and the back, and the shoulders and the neck and the jaw. Release that tension that sits deep in the belly. Up and out slightly, just pressing up on the elbows here, scooting them in a little bit. Finding a softer version of that little back bend. And very mindfully lifting one leg at a time with more extension through the legs than lift. So keep the knees straight. The lift happen from deep up in the pelvis. Turning the head a little side to side. If it's okay for your back, for your body, both legs lift. Keep the arms where they are or extend them back. Shalambhasana, locust pose. With that full breath, you get a little rocking. It's fun. And all of it releases. Head to one side. Melt. Imagine you've got this delicious sun warming the back body, like you can see here. And turning the head the other way to stretch the opposite side of the neck. It can often be hard to go slow in our practice. The mind likes when we're rushing. And the mind, manos, that vritti mind is our ego, our woundedness, our fear. So prop your head up on your forearms again, bend the knees, and take some windshield wipers from the belly here. Loosening up the back. Maybe some European windshield wipers, opening and crossing. Feel this release deep into the SI joints, where the spine sits into the pelvis. But go ahead, extend the legs again, rest the tops of the feet. Start to engage gently up the back body, the lower body. And then set your hands under your shoulders for cobra prep. So draw the fingers back far enough that the middle finger is about at the head of the shoulder, elbows in and pressing down, rolling and lifting up, but keeping the front of the pelvis, the low belly on the ground. Play with this a bit, rounding up slow, kind of peeling yourself up off the earth and then slowly meeting the ground again. Lift into the back bend, come a little higher if you like, almost an upward dog, or keep it soft. Don't cramp the back at all. No pinching. It's even, it's loving. And then we're going to lift the pelvis and take it all the way back to child's pose. Oh yeah. Really nestle yourself in here. Our first balasana of the practice. Adjust to your heart's content. Keep coming back to the breath for respite. For reassurance, for energy, and for that clearing. Peeling up into table pose. Start to play here. Just see what feels good, you know. I believe in as much intuitive movement as you're comfortable with, and intuition is often scary to follow because we've been taught not to trust ourselves, been taught to be sheep, to be followers, when the wisdom lives in our body. Our asana practice clears that conditioning, that indoctrination of fear and distrust of ourselves, of our power, and brings us back to our true nature. So, table pose. Take your time here. Turn the toes under, stretch the soles of the feet, and then experiment with stretching the wrist and forearms a bit. So if this works for you, be careful, be mindful. You can rotate the hands around. Only go so far as your body says is cool. And then when I'm doing this, I like to also move the head and neck around. You'll feel the interconnections of the arms into the neck, into the jaw. Everything's interconnected. When you're ready, gently come back out here and then play with coming up on your knuckles. And maybe knuckle into one hand and gently fold the wrist under. Don't put any weight here. Weight bears on the other hand or knuckles right now. Gentle dropping. Beautiful. Into the fingertips. Reach the left arm to the sky and sweep it under the right for a spinal twist. Hips high in the air. Tops of the feet. Keep reaching towards the ground. No weight on the neck. The weight is on the right hand in front of your face. And on the back side of the left hand, you can press down a bit. Spaciousness between the shoulder blades. Space opening between each vertebra. Taking your time to come out for a cat-cow breath. And meeting back in neutral spine, root in the left hand. Reach the right arm up. And then twist through, we call this threading the needle. So you can see, I want to keep supporting myself on the left hand, just resting the right side of the head down, not collapsing the neck. So we're going to complement those deep back bends, some deep mindful twisting. So come back out here, move the spine a bit. And start to walk the hands out in front of you a bit, a little wider, dropping back to child's pose. Rolling up super slow to Virasana or Hero's pose. Take care of your body here, bringing in a blanket or a block or two under the seat to soften the stretch on the knees and the quads. We're gonna take our arms out to the side, reaching up through our sun breaths here. Hands at the heart. Nice and full in the breath, full in the expansion of the movement, full in the love of ourselves, whole selves. So reach left arm up, right fingertips to the earth. You can't see me here, but I'm going to reach a little deeper into my side bend than the first time we did it in Paschimottanasana or in staff pose. Reaching over, try to keep the left sit bone rooted, creating space between the rib cage and the pelvis on the left side. Coming tall. Roll the shoulders one time. And then leaning over to the left, first the fingertips touch down. Just maybe the middle finger at first as you extend the right arm. And lean a little bit to get all fingertips to the ground. And just expand that right side. Inhale, come up tall. Right arm down, another big roll through the shoulders. And bringing our blanket around to the mat in front of us. Coming back to the belly with the front of the pelvis supported by the blanket. Revisiting a gentle back bend, seal pose. So arms are going to be straight, almost like your child's pose arms, wider than the shoulders, turning the hands out a bit. Lower body the same as in our cobra, as in our sphinx pose, engaged. You could take the feet a bit wider if you like. Lift and shine the heart. Rotate the creases, the elbows forward. Try to bring the head of the shoulders back. Nice. And then lower on down. Elbows stay bent. Bring them out to the side. High on the fingertips. Rest the forehead to the ground. And then just kind of play here with the arms. Rolling the shoulders a bit. Gyrating through the shoulders. Feel that whole chest and upper back space. Loosen. So much tension gets stuck in heart center as we're doing that peaceful work, that peaceful warrior work of coming back to our hearts. We got to go through stuff, right? Extend the arms, turn the head to one side, and melt. You know, it never ceases to amaze me how powerful peaceful body image is. Maybe you have some thoughts about seeing me in less clothing, seeing me in my fullness. We don't get a lot of images in the media and in yoga videos, especially, of larger bodies, belly rolls, cellulite, All bodies are beautiful. The skinny, long, firm, super toned, young bodies. And so is this body right where it is. And so is your body right where it is. And take your time here. We're going to do some interesting things. If at any point you don't like the blanket under you, you can move it. But left hand where it would be for cobra. Head turn to the left a little bit and extend the right arm. You see I'm working my left leg up into what we call frog pose. Actually half frog because the right leg is still extended back. Inside of the leg is on the earth, knees a little lower than the hip joint. Just letting the inner thigh and groin release into the blanket. And we're going to start to roll with this onto the right hip, playing with some twisting. And you'll see me doing a lot of adjustments and just taking my time, going slow. I'm supporting my head on the right arm, keeping that right leg stretching long. I'm feeling into the back muscles, connecting more deeply with my body, seeing if a little more twist wants to unfold. Just kind of play. I encourage you not to push ever, but especially here. It's okay for your shoulder. You can extend that left arm, opening the chest a bit more. And you'll see I scooted the right shoulder a little more forward to deepen into more of the twist. Now this is big stuff. With that prop, with that blanket underneath the pelvis, it's lifting us up and it can create more twists. So you want to be even more mindful. So find that sweet spot for yourself. Where is there a little bit of discomfort? That's a good kind of change. Where does your body say that's enough for today? Just pause there. Be there. Stop striving. Accept yourself right where you are. And of course, we come out super easy. I just came out halfway here, so I'm going to rest on my side for a moment. Going slow. And then shifting back onto the belly, gonna do another twist, lifting that right leg that was straight and bringing it over behind us a bit, extending the left arm to rest the head. And you can't see it right now, but I'm propped up on my right fingertips just in front of my heart for support there. Extending that left leg straight. So see how there's a nice line. My left hand down through my left foot. And kind of getting a little bit of quadricep stretch here in the front of that right thigh. Come out slow. Take a moment here, readjust on your blanket, make sure your pelvis is supported. And going to that first twist from the right frog pose. So right leg comes up, bent in a 90-degree angle. And just let the right inner thigh and groin open, sinking the right hip down. And start to wiggle onto the left side. And start to explore this twist here. So you're keeping the pelvis lined up, and you can see I'm checking my alignment with my hand, my right hand. Keep the pelvis lined up. And just build the body awareness as I start to open into the twist on this side. A little self-massage, embodying that self-compassion. Feels so much better to love ourselves than to fight with ourselves. Play with the right arm, opening the shoulder and chest. This feels so good for me today. Doing a lot of work in the yard this summer and just taking care of my body, thanking it for its service to the things I enjoy, to creating, to tending the earth. Let's keep working into your loving version of the pose, this practice. And when you're ready, coming out, back onto the belly. Reaching the right arm forward for support, onto the left fingertips, and rolling onto that right side with the left leg behind you. Open the belly. Keep opening the breath. And taking your time to come up and out here. To pause and close the working phase of our practice by coming down onto our backs. Into our third and final phase of the practice, our winding down. So taking integration pose, the knees bent, propped up in a gentle bridge version here. Blanket supporting the pelvis from underneath. Knees and thighs resting together. Feet a little wide. Breathe and feel. You can do a little fun pranayama here. Bring your hands to your face. Thumbs gently press your ears closed. So that little knobby cartilage, ears there. Your 3 long fingers go gently over your eyes. Pinkies just below the cheekbones. Taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to hum. Mouth is closed. Interestingly enough, that's called bumblebee breath. You can do 1 to 3 rounds of that, finishing by dropping the hands open again. Great clearing for the upper chakras, the throat, the third eye center, and the crown. Time to bring your feet together. Extend the Right leg to the sky, circling the ankle, hugging the knee to the chest. And then bringing ourselves into gentle reclined pigeon. So right outer ankle over the left knee. Ever so lightly press the right thigh open. Keeping that right foot flexed. You can stay here or deepen the pose by just floating the left leg up a bit, knee towards the chest. You can continue to support the right thigh with your right hand. Back of the neck long, tuck the chin down. Energy dropping through the tailbone. So we're propped up a bit here, so be mindful to keep spine long. If it's available to you, reach through to take a reclined bound angle. Grabbing the ankles, soles of the feet together, knees opening. And release there, keeping the left knee into the chest as the right foot meets the ground. And your awareness keeps meeting the breath. And transitioning to pigeon on this side. Patiently open the left thigh. I love my belly. I love the whole damn body. It's possible, people. And it's fabulous. Go ahead and deepen if you like, or keep it super soft. Take your time to unwind this round. Try happy baby pose. You can grab the big toes or hold the outer edges of the feet. Or if that doesn't work for you, just reach the arms around outside the knees and outer lower legs. Kind of cradle the legs there. Nice big hip opener, good for the hammies too. And then all fours into the sky, dead bug. Circle in the hands and feet, shaking it out. Let it all jiggle, let it all wiggle. Let it all go. Settling in for Savasana. You can try this out, scooting that folded blanket up to the middle back. So you're creating a nice supportive but gentle back bend. Keeping the knees bent or stretching the legs out straight. Palms of the hands to the sky. Head is heavy. Take 3 breaths to scan the body from top to bottom. Consciously surrendering control. Worry. Hurt. And consciously scanning the body, bottom to top. surrendering. Anger, hate, illusion, breathing through Maya, the veil, the forgetting, the separation. Breathing into your highest consciousness. You know you are love. You know peace is possible. You know the way. Honoring the cycles of your life through your practice. Allowing for birth, new things, creation. Allowing yourself to enjoy this life, to live it. Allowing for death and destruction. So there can be rebirth, newness, learning, love. Take your time to come out of the stillness, wiggling fingers and toes, hugging again. 2 big, beautiful hugs. And take your time to draw the legs in, feet to the earth, heart to the heavens. Roll to your right side and pause. Pressing up ever so gently to complete our practice here. Thank you, Mother Earth, Father Sky. Thank you, all angels, ancestors, animal guides, spirit guides. Adi Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We are peace. We are peace. We are peace. Namaste, friends. Until next time.